So I consider myself to be someone who loves money. Do I love money? No, but I like the feeling that money brings, like the comfortability that you have when you have money. So I never used to consider myself as a person who loved money because they're like money is a source of all evil, and if you have money, you're bad, something of the sort. But the things I have done for money prove otherwise, that I actually, me and the bag connect, because I've done quite a number of things, and today I'm going to talk about all the things I've done for money and the different lessons I've learned. So you can still hang out with me and hear what I have to say about them. So the first thing, that have I introduced myself? My name is Daisy. If you've never seen this black girl before, my name is Daisy Lamono, and I'm the host of this channel. So the first thing that I have done for money, let's take it, the most recent thing that I've done for money was this lockdown. I think around September, October there. I was at home, I was bored, and I'm like, what should I do? So I'm there, and I look at my niece's shoes. They're lying around. Like there were really many. My niece is, I think, around 9, and her legs, her feet really grow very fast. So like the mom buys her shoes, and like in 2 months, she's no longer wearing the shoes. So I'm like, are you thinking what I'm thinking, Daisy? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Guess what I did? I hikey went and I scrubbed her shoes. I got all the shoes. They're like 30 pairs of shoes. Like she has probably worn them like twice. She had probably worn them twice or like thrice, and they were like in good quality. So I'm like, I went, I scrubbed the shoes. Do you know I became like a shoe shiner? Are they called shoe shines? Shoe shiner. Okay, the people who clean shoes. Those people who clean shoes, people who sell shoes on the streets. Do you know the level of concentration they put when they're cleaning shoes? That's how I became. I learned how to wash shoes. I learned that when you're washing shoes, you wash them bit by bit. You first wash the outer part, then you wash the downer part. You don't mix. I learned to do that. I chose a day and I just washed all the shoes. It was like from morning till like evening. People were there and like they were passing by and they're like, wow, you have a lot of patience. I really had the patience. So what I did, I washed the shoes, then I went and sold them on the streets. Like it sounded funny, the idea, and I never thought I would do that. Like I had this thing of, there's certain things I can't do, those things. But I'm like, wow. So the first time I go, I'm there, and I put my shoes there, and like you assume when people selling stuff, you assume that people actually buy. So that was me. My mom actually hyped me up. Go, 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 go sell. You're going to get customers. I'm like, say no more. I went with my shoes in the evening. So the first day I went, no one bought. The second day I went, no one bought. The third day, no one bought. The fourth day, no one bought. The fifth day, like I was here. I wanted to cut my neck off. I'm like, I'm done. God, I'm done. I'm like, cousin, can't you see my shoes? And that's like in my head, I was quarreling. I am mad at the world. I'm like, how can I be waking up every day and no one buys these shoes? And then, like, I was so entitled. But then the thing that I learned was patience, because me, I assumed that when you start up something, it has to work out there and you have to get the proceeds there and then. It taught me patience and it taught me endurance, because yes, however much I would get out of my comfort zone, like home, and I go to sell those shoes, I I wasn't entitled to, no one was entitled to buy my shoes. So it taught me I'm not supposed to be entitled to win every time, and things take time. So like on the 6th day, I think the 7th day is when three people actually bought the shoes. So it taught me patience, that everything in life takes time. So don't give up the first time, or don't think that just because you've done it, you ought to get it there and then. You ought to get the benefits of your work there and then. And the next thing that I did, I think, for money was the previous lockdown, the first lockdown, I think it was 2020. I was there with my sister, and it's always me coming up with ideas. So I'm with my sister, and I'm like, yo, we are broke. Actually, let me first even address this fact. Me, I'm a broke person. I'm a broke girl, and I just can't. If I catch money like this, But anyway, we were both broke. We were all nagging each other. We are stealing from each other money that the other doesn't have. So we are there, and I'm like, Maureen, why don't we start up a cleaning business? Wow. I look back and I'm like, wow. So she's like, oh, tell me about it. Because she was so open. She was so open to ideas because even her she was broke and anything we would get that would give us money would do it. What ready to do it. So we're like, oh, let's set up a cleaning business. It won't hurt. Who has it ever killed cleaning? So I'm like, mind you, we are not the best at cleaning. Okay, it's not like we love housework and all, but we were going to look for cleaning jobs. You know, we were inspired by this girl. I think she's called Malaika. She's on Twitter and she started small and now she's a brand. She has, I think now she has people she cleans and all. Like it's not a big thing, though she started small, she grew. So we were inspired by her. We're like, yo, we can do it. The first day, I even went on Google. I Googled things. I'm like, oh, how to set up a cleaning business, what you need and all. So we did that. The next day, we woke up, we cleaned, like did the chores we were supposed to do, then off we went. Guess where? To look for people we can clean for. So I'm like, my parents asked us, where are you going? We're like, we are going to come back, we are coming back. So we went and we were knocking on people's gates. We're like, hey, we offer cleaning services at affordable prices. Here's our number. We were telling them the things we could do and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, we can call you. And all. Then there are some gates we went to. People refused to open. I think there was even a specific gate we knocked like for high key 10 minutes and no one opened. No one. Like by the time we were done with that, of course, no one called us back. We didn't get any clients who was offering to, let us clean their houses or things for them. We gave up the first time. My sister was so mad. She's like, Daisy, never call me for such things again. Never tell me. Like, we gave up the first time. So the lesson I learned there was, if at all you want to do something, if you're determined to do something, go for it. Just because you failed at it the first time doesn't mean you should give up. Things take time, and just because they told you a no the first time doesn't mean, like, don't take a no for an answer. You should be so determined to reach to your goal. Now see us. If we were really determined, I remember when we texted Malaika and she replied to us. But then we are there and we're like, no, how can those guys be so mean? Like no one called us. People are telling us they already had maids and all, but like people would do for them stuff. But still, if we really wanted that venture, we wanted to try that out, we would have persevered and kept, tried other places, because maybe there was a chance that someone could have hired us. Then the next thing I think I did was, again in lockdown. Wow, in lockdown I really had ideas, like a lot of them. So lockdown, I was there and I think I was scrolling on Instagram and then I saw a video of what's her name? She's a model. She's called Nina Mirembe. She was crocheting. She crochets bikinis and like swimsuits and all. So I saw her and like it looked so easy. It looked very easy. So I'm like, why not? So I went on YouTube. I'm like, learn how to crochet for left-handed people. Like I'm a left-handed person, and most of the tutorials there were for right-handed people. So like it was so hard to learn, very very hard to learn. But you know what I did? I had never used the hook before. I bought a hook, I bought yarn, and I started learning how to crochet. Right now where I am way better. Imagine from 2020 to now where we are. I think I can say I am good at it. And last lockdown, I think last year, I tried doing like selling. I sell, but then I tried selling online. And although it didn't really work out, I had school and stuff, but I learned how to crochet, and it taught me that anything is possible. And if you need to reach a goal, you need to be consistent and persistent about it. Because imagine when I started crocheting, my crochets were going this side. They're like supposed to probably be straight. Let's say I'm making a top. it's supposed to be like probably like straight and not curling to this side or getting to like weird shapes. I was consistent and I did it every day. Even it was so annoying. Imagine you are spending hours doing something and you are not seeing yourself getting better at it. But I was consistent, and maybe I'm going to share pictures of the things I've done here and there on the screen somewhere. But yeah, it taught me consistency, and it's a good thing. So the next thing that I think I did was campus. I have looked for money under this sun. I think when God knows that I've looked for money. So it was third, not even third, fourth year. Yeah, I think it was my fourth year. So I'm there. Of course, I'm broke. I'm like, Daisy, what should we do? So I'm like, Daisy, would it hurt? Would it hurt if you start a juice business? Meanwhile, if I'm saying juice business, I don't mean like juice in selling juice in a dispenser or like a cool place. No. Of course, I was broke. I hardly had capital. The capital I had capital. I think I even got from my upkeep. I bought a bucket. I bought a sieve. I bought sugar. I bought passion fruits, and I think some mangoes and all. And that was it. And I got jerry cans from home. I boiled water. Started my business. Guess what I was doing? I was hawking juice. I was hawking juice at campus. So like I would wake up at 6 in the morning. Wake up at 6 in the morning, and then I make my juice. 8, I'm running late, of course. I had a kind friend who allowed me to put my juice to cool in their shop. So I would take the juice there, like get a jar, take the juice there, then running late. I'm running for like class. So I would run and then take my juice, run to class, attend lectures. By like midday, I'm running to like go sell juice. And like it was so hectic. It was very, very hectic, in that I would, like lunchtime, I am walking juice, I'm moving around and I'm telling people, hey, please buy my juice, please. I'm selling juice. Would you like some? Those things. And then the first day I made juice, I thought it would be chill, like in my head. Like when you're just starting something out, you have a picture of how it's going to run, how the business is going to run. You figured it all out. So even me, I'm like, oh, I'll just take it to Davis's shop, and then in the evening I go get the money and probably pay the boy for helping me sell. Wow, that was just in my head. The first day I took the juice there, did anyone buy? No one bought. No one spent their money on it. I'm like, wow, Daisy, wow. No one bought the juice. I remember I dressed up very fast. I went, I hawked the juice myself. Initially, hawking was not in my head. I had planned, I'll just take the juice there and, it sits. Lol. Jokes on you, sis. I went, I had to sell the juice every day myself. And it was so hectic, in that by the time I came home at night, in the evening, I was tired and probably mad at life. I made money each day, but it was so hectic because at the end of the day I have a really bad headache, and then I'm tired, and I had assignments to do each day. Like it was so hectic. That was then. But what that taught me was the hustle is real. Like me in my head, I thought things were supposed to be easy. Like I do something, I set up a business, and things flow like that. It taught me the hustle is real. You have to put in that work, and every day it's the daily decisions you make that matter. You're not going to make it if you assume that things are just supposed to come to you. Money does not come to you. You have to get up early morning and go and grind. That's what the juice business taught me. The money was sweet, though it was hard earned money. That they normally say hard earned money is sweet, but that money was again too hard. It was hard. So the next thing I think I did was what did I do a lot of things. There were gigs I used to do at campus, and all these gigs I did them a lot. There were really many gigs, but then I'm going to only specifically talk about one, that is MTN Pulse. So there was MTN Pulse came, and they're like, then we want girls to work and activation. MTN Pulse had just come, so we're like, cool. They called girls. I'm like, say no more, I'm coming. I think we even had papers like in like 2 weeks. I'm like, say no more, say no more, I am coming. So we go, I'm very excited. So they're telling us, so we're going to give you after work each day, we'll give you a allowance of 15,000 for transport and food, and then at the end of it all, you're going to be paid 200,000. The job runs for 2 weeks. When I had the money, I'm like, just give me, let the work begin. I was so excited until I had the terms of the job. It was no longer funny. Like, but of course I did it. Like, I didn't refuse. Who am I to refuse? Of course I did it. But we were supposed to, each day, we were supposed to get 40 people to buy. We were supposed to make sure 40 people joined MTN Pulse. And in those 40 people, they are all new people, not people already on Pulse. They're all new people. And in those 40 people, 15 of them had to buy data or MTN Pulse minutes. I think, like, it was hard work. Very, very hard work. You go back in the evening, and then probably, now me, I think I consider myself an introvert. And talking to people is hard. Like, I've never put myself in a situation where I have to talk to a large number of people, or like just approach someone. I'm never a person who approaches people. I'm not a person who like approaches people or like tells you, yo, I'm doing this. Can you? But MTN Pulse did. It taught me. You randomly approach a person, probably the person is busy and they're giving you attitude, but you are talking. It taught me how to be bold, how to be more confident, because I don't think I would have been. I go and approach them and I talk to them, and yeah, it gave me some level of communication skills because I had to talk to people every day for 2 weeks, and I did like those MTN gigs like 3 times. So yeah, it taught me that. And then the next thing I think I did was I sold crafts at campus. I sold shoes. So now selling shoes, my sister used to send me shoes from Kenya, and I used to sell them like at campus, normally like at campus to like students, and it wasn't so hard. But I think the thing that overall that I have learned with all the things that I've done so far is like, generally you need to do something, go do it. Don't just think about it or think that it's going to come easy. Nothing comes easy, and everything in life is going to take time. You're going to set up a business and it's going to take time for you to actually start seeing the proceeds of your work. Like right now, I've started this YouTube channel, and probably it's going to take 5 years for me to probably get reasonable subscribers. For now, probably I'll be on, like, people who have viewed will be like 10, 5, and that is fine. You have to have patience in everything you do in life, and that is how it works. There is no shortcut to it. Maybe some people, you need to do something, you have to put in the 10,000 hours, and you have to be dedicated and keep at it every time. You will get tired along the way, you're going to lose motivation, but if you want it hard enough, you are going to keep going for it, and that is it. And yeah, I think those are the things I've done. There are many more, but these are the few that I've chosen. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, comment down below if you're like me, who has done so many things for money and will continue to do. By the way, normally I had this thing in my head that there are certain things that I can't do, or I'm too cool. These certain things are not on. I don't know what I'm saying, because it is trash. Whatever I thought about that I can't do for money, I'm going to do it, as long as it's not morally incorrect, like killing someone, or it's something that is going to directly affect my health. I am going to do that thing with confidence and and dedication. Okay, you guys, I'm over talking. See you in my next video.